63 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the worldwide leader in shoes, Zappos. Strap in, folks, because you are about to experience the greatest show in sports. Tonight, the Savannah Bananas take on Banana Ball's newest team. Have a lively, full-capacity crowd of over 16,000 on hand who have this place jumping with energy. Welcome inside the broadcast booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scal. I'm sure plenty of you are seeing your first ever Banana Ball game. Josh, what should they expect?
Well, fans can expect an action-packed and fast-paced game tonight between the Bananas and Firefighters, and a couple of key players to zero in on. For the Bananas, Jackson Olsen and Robert Anthony Cruz. Not just social media stars, but actually guys swinging hot bats for the Nanners right now. And coming out of the pen later in the game, Dakota Stiltz All-Britain, the world's tallest athlete who has a 1.17 earned run average. For the Firefighters, Matt Wolf, the world's trickiest pitcher, is going to be coming out of the pen for them. And of course, with a sold-out crowd here in Buffalo, the big question on everyone's mind tonight is how early could a fan catch a foul ball for an out?
I cannot wait to find out. Before we can see that, here are the 11 rules of Banana Ball.
The name of the game is Banana Ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. In Banana Ball, points are the most important. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, no stepping out. If you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. On any pass ball, wild pitch, or any pitch, a batter can take off and try to get first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. Walks are boring. So in Banana Ball, it becomes a ball for sprint. And the batter will take off and advance to as many bases as he wants until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope, stay in the dugout or stay in your position. Let's play ball. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. You got that right. In Banana Ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings or when time expires, we don't just play extra innings in Banana Ball. It goes down to an ultimate duel, which we call the showdown. It is pitcher versus hitter with one fielder, and the hitter has to score. If both teams tie the first showdown, then it goes down to just pitcher versus hitter with no fielder. And finally, if we're still tied after 2 showdowns, the third showdown is pitcher versus hitter, one fielder, and bases loaded, and all the runs count as a point. Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge Rule. Not only does each team have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field, but for the first time in sports history, you, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the Golden Batter Rule. Now, for the first time ever, a team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup, the best pitcher versus the best hitter at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of Banana Ball.
Now that we know the rules, let's get to know the players, and starting with the trick play leaders for the Savannah Bananas. Ryan Cox, the glove magician, is the greatest to ever do it in the trick play department. He is up to 125 on this year's tour to lead all players, 144 a year ago. The only man to ever reach the 100 trick play plateau in a season. Boy, his double play mate, Jackson Olsen, has been phenomenal at second base. Comes in with 65 trick plays, second most on the team, and nobody does it like the doctor in the outfield. His 50 trick plays are leading everybody out in the outfield.
And the other guy you've got to look out for, Robert Anthony Cruz in left field as well. Another guy capable of the backflip catch like DR.
Let's zoom in on Noah Nisnik, the starting pitcher for the Nanners, at the center of it all, out of St. Louis, Missouri, having a phenomenal rookie campaign in Banana Ball.
He's been the best arm in the rotation all season long for the Bananas. 5 wins and 4 losses. He is averaging 4 minutes and 14 seconds to complete an inning this season, the fastest among starting pitchers, and he's thrown 5 innings this season in less than 2 minutes.
Quick look at the Firefighters starting lineup that opposes Niz Nasty. Joe Lytle will be leading it off. Logan Lacey hitting second, and Parker Nolan due up third. Let's toss it down to Jesse Cole on the field.
Banana Nation, it's time. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed. ESPN meet Banana Ball. Joe Lytle, the catcher, a party animal a year ago where he was a force with the bat. And he's behind 0-1 just like that. Struggling a bit on this tour, comes in hitting .220. And that number's going up. Nice piece of opposite field hitting. Lytle's aboard.
The Firefighters trusting in Joe Lytle in the leadoff spot, even despite the slow start, especially considering last year in 2023, Lytle batted .454 against left-handed pitching.
Is Battalion Chief Jerry Nostrin. Jerry has served in the Buffalo Fire Department for 34 years. And fans, Jerry is retiring next week. So please make some noise for our firefighter of the night, Jerry Nostrin.
Let us be the first to wish you a happy early retirement, Jerry. What a cool moment here in Buffalo. Full capacity crowd giving a standing ovation to our firefighter of the night as the best hitter on the team steps in. Logan Lacey out of Florida State. What a force he has been in the 2-hole for the Firefighters. Back up the middle, that's going to be through. Came in leading the team with a .457 batting average, .519 OBP. He just keeps on raking.
It is unbelievable. He's truly been the breakout star of this team, and through 11 games for the Firefighters, Logan Lacey has already provided 1.2 offensive wins to his new club.
Another dangerous man steps in. Parker Nolan behind 0-1. Guy who was first team All-10 when he was at Davidson, finished up at NC State, cranks this one down the left field line foul. Nolan with 6 doubles across 11 games played, a triple as well. He's pacing the Firefighters with his 16 RBIs in 11 games. It's an astronomical number, and this thing is hit high to left. Cruz ranging over, backflipping, can't make the play. A trick play missed for Rack. Everybody advances 90 feet, and the bags are juiced.
It's a risky trick play attempt for Robert Anthony Cruz. With 2 men on and no out, he felt very confident that he was going to be able to come away with that catch. But what benefited him and the Bananas, despite the miss, is the fact that those Firefighters runners on first and second had to wait, see if that ball was going to land on the grass before they could think about moving up at all.
Quick 0-2 count here to Dakota McFadden. The Savannah Banana from 2021 through 2023. First ever professional Banana Ball player. He selected first overall in the player draft after the tryout for the One City World Tour. He's been terrific for the Firefighters. Slow tapper, foul. And we'll get another 2-2, bases loaded, nobody out. Dangerous spot here for Nisnik and the Nanners.
And it's an early situation that kind of feels like it aids Dakota McFadden, as he's batting .389 with runners in scoring position, and rolls this one over to third. Danny Hosley fires home a bit up the first base line, but it is Bill Leroy, the catcher, able to hold his foot on home plate and secure the lead out. What a play from Bill.
That's one of the more impressive plays you'll ever see made by a catcher. Hosley, normally a man who gets it right to the chest. He makes the scoop. Leroy, that is, drags the foot on home plate like he's a wide receiver in the corner of the end zone. That's a big first out. And this one popped left side. Hosley taking control and tries to go behind the back. It's a trick play, missed. Infield fly was called, though. And Lacey is tagged out at home. That's going to be an infield fly. 5-2 double play. Innings over. Firefighters fail to score.
A base running blunder early in the game for the Firefighters, but nonetheless, it's Noah Nisnik able to work out of the jam and end the frame in 3 minutes and 39 seconds.
Well, let's take a look at what Logan Lacey has done defensively. We mentioned all around, he's been the best player on this Firefighters squad. And unfortunate base running blunder there, but that does not take away from what he's done so far. 8 for 11 on his trick plays made. He's only the 5th banana ball player all time to pull off the backflip catch. Parker Nolan has been stupendous in center field. This is a guy who leads the team with his 10 trick play outs. And you cannot forget about Isaac Parra, the man who made the first ever trick play in Firefighters history. Their shortstop is 9 for 11 in his tries.
And the other two guys on this Firefighters team that you've got to look out for defensively, it's their corner outfielders. South Trimble up to 5 trick plays on the tour. And last weekend against the Party Animals, we saw Zach Watson secure the first 2 trick plays of his banana ball career.
Let's feast our peepers on Emmanuel Rosario, starting on the bump for the Firefighters tonight. What a storied banana ball career the kid out of St. Petersburg, Florida has had. A One City World Tour Banana 2022 Party Animal. Now he dons the Firefighters unis.
He's making his 5th start of the season for the Firefighters, and without a decision on the tour, which makes sense considering a lot of banana ball games come down to the very end. Now for Manny, he's averaging 3 minutes and 56 seconds to generate 3 outs this season, but the only thing that's held him back so far is his control of the strike zone. He has still allowed more sprints than he's generated strikeouts, but he's trying to change that tonight against the Bananas.
DR Meadows at the top of the order for the Nanners. You take a look very briefly at their starting lineup. Dan Oberst on deck, Eric Jones Jr. in the hole. But DR is the only man who is truly due up, because in banana ball, every inning is a game within itself. If you win an inning, you get a point. Points are the way you win a ball game. So if DR leaves the yard or comes home with an inside the park home run, a Little League home run, if he scores somehow as he fouls one off, not caught by the fans, then the inning will end on a walk-off for the Nanners. They'll be leading. DR pacing the tour with his .355 batting average. Tied for the tour lead, reaching base at a .434 clip. Isaac Parra, smooth as silk, goes between the legs for our game's first trick play out.
Fantastic play from Isaac Parra, charging that banana ball and coming up with the 50th trick play in Firefighters franchise history. Knew he had to rush that one just a little bit with the speed of DR Meadows, but collects the out nonetheless as Logan Lacey attacks the slow roller off the bat of Dan Oberst. Will not try for a trick play and rather just throw it across the diamond and secure 2 quick outs for Manny Rosario.
He just has to get through Eric Jones Jr. to hold the line for the Firefighters. EJ, a former Mariners and Twins minor leaguer. Mariners bullpen catcher in their magical 2022 season. They finally broke the longest playoff drought in Major League Baseball. This one fielded between the legs. Isaac Parra at a .360. He gets 2 trick plays on the inning. It's 1-2-3 for Manny.
Already a highlight-worthy night for Isaac Parra, and the inning ends in 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Hello, YouTube. We're in commercial break on ESPN. Hope you're all having a beautiful Friday night. Pico's got to catch up on his scorebook here. That was A lightning fast inning. No trick play for Logan Lacey on the slow rope. Parr grabs a pair. What a start. How in the world did the Firefighters fail to score in the top of the first? That was unbelievable. Some yellow roses being handed out to the folks here in Buffalo. We'll be back on ESPN in 5 seconds. Welcome back to Buffalo, New York, where you are watching the first ever Banana Ball game broadcast live on ESPN. Take a look at the phenomenal between the legs 360 trick play from Isaac Parr. He had a pair in the first, now 11 for 13 on the tour, and he's leading his team just like that. He leapfrogs his center fielder Parker Nolan. This one off the glove of Leroy. He has to scamper after it because in Banana Ball you can steal first base on a wild pitch or pass ball. Daniel Brito, former number 3 ranked prospect in the Philadelphia Phillies organization, wants to swing the bat.
Well, we know Brito has a good one for the Firefighters. Clearly made it up the ranks in the minors with the Phillies organization. And Brito not exactly known for his speed, and pokes this one over to the shortstop position. Ryan Cox fields this one and throwing it over to Eric Jones Jr. He collects it behind the back for a double trick play for the Savannah Bananas.
So nice, you get to see it twice. Unbelievable stuff from Cox and EJ. For out number 1 here in the top of the second. Fans loving what they're seeing. Now we have a little stop, drop, and roll. It's an adventurous journey to home plate here for South Trimble, the left fielder. If you're just joining us, the Firefighters had the bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the first inning. Fielder's choice, then an infield fly and a base running error that turned said infield fly into a double play. Meant they did not push a run across. Bananas went down in order in the bottom half, so we have no points here. 0-1 on Trimble. And Nisnik has called in all 7 fielders behind him. Looks like they've got some trickery afoot. Who has the banana ball? It came from the right side. I think that might have been DR Meadows.
I think I saw the doctor throw that ball as well.
You get 8 guys on the mound. We might need a replay to truly confirm our hypothesis. Ends up being a ball. Now 1-2 on Trimble, who's plunked. And down to the ground, his teammates are going to make sure he's taken care of. A little bit of a full team carry over to first base. Make sure Trimble doesn't have to go the 90 feet himself on the leg that was just plunked.
That's the textbook example of team chemistry, if you ask me. Touching stuff from the Firefighters.
Yeah, truly. Kind of a crowd surf, but I think technically that has to be a passing of hands instead of the guys underneath moving their feet. I have to talk to the United States Crowd Surfing Committee on that one. And this one out to center. Meadows backpedals a bit, eyeing it up, back flipping, landing the flip, grabbing the ball. Trick play number 51 on the tour for DR Meadows.
And 3 trick plays in the inning for the Savannah Bananas as well. Last weekend we saw DR become the first outfielder in a single season to reach the 50 trick play plateau, and he's still climbing. He's got the goal of reaching 100 this season for the Bananas.
And that's after the doctor was successful on 42 trick plays a year ago to pace all outfielders by plenty. Now Trey Vanderpool, the second baseman, steps in. Slow tapper, Nisnik, 360, knocks it down, will flip it to first. And he's able to strand a man. The hit by pitch does no damage. 2 scoreless now for Niznasty.
And another quick inning as well for the lefty. This one accomplished in 2 minutes and 58 seconds as you get another look at the stellar double trick play from Cox and Jones.
Oh, Josh he is crushing on the tosses to the break. It's so fun, everybody on YouTube. Getting tossed to commercials. Now, I never would want commercials on YouTube, but it's a novelty for us here in Banana Ball. Boy,
We're still getting used to it, you know?
Oh, man, you get a color guy that is hitting 100% on his tosses to the commercial. Lock him up. 10-year deal coming for Talevsky.
This guy's got me blushing.
Got
warmer in here.
It's toasty. It's actually very hot in this booth. So, to be fair, it's steamy. Welcome back to Banana Ball. Another look at the hidden ball pitch. It was Eric Jones Jr., the first baseman, upon further review, who fires that one in, just misses the zone. We were one man off. 4, 5, and 6 due to swing it for the Nanners against Emmanuel Rosario, Bill Leroy, Michael Deeb, and Reese Alexiadis. Bill in his 7th year as a Nanner. 4 of them collegiately. This is year 3 as a Banana Ball pro. And he's having his best offensive season yet. That one smoked. Nolan has to retreat. He's on his horse, turns his back to the dish, off the wall. Bill will cruise into second. A slide for dramatic effect, and he's fired up. Bananas have the inning-winning run in scoring position. He will immediately be pinch run for by the designated runner, Malachi Mitchell.
Bill got the green light on 3-0 to swing. The Party Animals outfield was starting to shade towards the infield for possible ball four sprint defense. Bill able to get it over the head of Parker Nolan. Now 4 doubles since the month of June for Bill. He has really found his stroke at the plate and extended a 12-game on-base streak.
Now the tour leader in walk-offs, Michael Vitamin D, former Chicago White Sox minor leaguer, Notre Dame football player before that. Ahead 2-0. Has ended 23 innings already and takes a healthy hack at the 2-0. Ended up being off-speed from Rosario, who has a 5-pitch mix. Sinker, 4-seam, cutter, splitter, and sweeper. This one driven deep out to right center. Michael Vitamin Deeb, see you later! Second inning walk-off home run. First bomb of the tour for Vitamin Deeb. Nanners lead 1-0.
No better time for it to come for Michael Deeb. That is career walk-off number 50 for Deeb. And he is 3rd on the Bananas this season in hard hit percentage. And that one tattooed out to right center for the Bananas designated hitter tonight.
Deeb demolished. 4th year on the tour for the Nanners. And Deeb gets the job done. The boys in yellow are ahead, 2 innings in the books. Firefighters look to strike back when we come back. Michael Deeb, prime time. Good spot for his 50th career walk-off and his first homer of the tour. Come on now. I mean, those were a couple big-time barrels for Bill and Deeb. Holy moly. Hope you're enjoying the player dance, everybody. We're coming back. Another look at Michael Vitamin D going long bombs away. Knew it off the bat. Remember, in Banana Ball, every inning is a game within itself. If you win the inning, you get a point, which means the home team can walk off any inning. Exactly what the Bananas do. They walk it off on the 2-run shot. They lead 1-0. And now Nisnik back out on the bump. 3rd inning of work. He's got Isaac Parra in the 10-hole, and then Lytle and Lacey back at the top. Parra, the shortstop, having a terrific first year in Banana Land, slaps that one the other way, foul territory, barehanded Danny Hosley on the run for his 23rd trick play of the year, and he sends the ball into the stands.
Great awareness from Danny Hosley. He calls off Bill Leroy and also knows with that one softly hit off the bat of Parra, the best trick play for him to try and utilize there is just catching it via the bare hand.
This is the 176th Banana Ball game ever played in front of fans as Lytle sprays this the other way. Chance for the fans to get their first out of the night. They say yes, and the umpires agree. Trincy Chapman, the third base umpire, with the call. Joe Lytle fouls out to a fan down the third base line.
Well, we knew with a crowd of 16,000 on hand that it was going to happen at some point tonight. An unfortunate outcome for Joe Lytle, but the fans, the heroes early in this game for the Bananas.
What an unbelievable catch from that youngster. Through the hands of the adults into the glove of the kid. And he's the hero for the Bananas in the top of the 3rd inning as Nisnik, Cox, Olsen, and Meadows now break off a little choreographed dance. And it's strike 2 to Logan Lacey. Line the other way, what can't this guy do? All he does is hit. A single his first time. This one for extra bases, he's thinking 3. Relay from Olsen. In time, no! Hosley lost the ball. Trincy Chapman originally called out and saw the Banana Ball dribbling away. And it's the 2nd triple for Logan Lacey. He leads the Firefighters now with 9 extra base hits. This is his 12th game played.
And speaking of 9 of Logan Lacey's first 12 games for the Firefighters have now been multi-hit affairs.
It's mind-boggling. It is absolutely absurd as Parker Nolan is quickly behind no balls and 2 strikes. Reached on a trick play, missed. Rackin left his first time. That one just misses. Nisnik primarily a 3-pitch guy. Fastball, circle, changeup, and a curve. Will work in a cutter sparingly. Swing and a miss. There's the circle change. It's a doozy. And a heck of a time for Nisnik's first K. He breaks off the stanky leg. His teammates join him and will go down to the field.
Fans, introducing the fan who caught the foul ball from Buffalo, 10-year-old Colin.
Bill Collins, you are officially a legend here in the city of good neighbors. Another look at Bill's fantastic play. Hello, YouTube. I mean, come on, that's what Banana Ball's all about right there. I mean, that was right through the wickets. It looked like at least 1, if not 2, adult men. And son of a gun, below the trees, there's Bill with the glove. Come on now. Come on. Oh, that's fantastic. We're back in Banana Land. Another look at Nisnik, Cox, Olsen, and Meadows breaking off the choreographed boogie before Nisnik got a swinging strike from Lacey at the dish. Now Reese Alexiadis steps in. Healthy hack. We've got a 1-1 count on the 2023 Pioneer League MVP. Super Reese is one of the hottest men in Banana Land as he sends that right back where it came from. At the feet of Rosario, the inning-winning run is aboard just like that.
Alexiadis making Rosario dance a little bit on the pitcher's mound. Another hard-hit ball off the bat of Alexiadis, and he is now 3 for 3 to start his career against Manny Rosario.
Rosario was in the Pioneer League for each of the last 2 years. Alexiadis spent 3 straight years in the Pioneer League before taking his talents to Banana Land. Always dangerous on the bags. 1-1 count on Jackson Olsen, the second baseman. What an unreal second world tour Jackie is having, hitting .340. And coming off an insane weekend in Indianapolis as Rosario throws to second. Alexiadis steals the base. Rosario seemed like he clearly balked there. We get another look at Manny. It's going to be a stolen base in the book, but he picked up the left leg and then took it to second base. Can't do that.
It was also just a very nonchalant throw over to the second base bag as well.
Correct.
I think it was probably because Rosario thought there was going to be a balk called as Jackson Olsen hits this one over to the second baseman, Trey Vanderpool, who juggles it for a second before collecting the banana ball and firing over to Dakota McFadden.
Jackie does the job, though. Alexiadis over to third base, just 1 out. And the former Washington Nationals minor leaguer Robert Anthony Cruz steps in. Got his batting average up to .313. 5 bombs, 13 extra base hits here in his rookie banana ball campaign. This one tapped to short. Alexiadis coming home. Parra's got him by a mile. Run down. Parra will end up making the out on Super Reese as Cruz advances to second. 2 outs now.
Good play by the Firefighters. Focused on getting that lead out at the plate. They're able to do so with all the fielders crashing in towards the plate. Good awareness from Rack. See that second base was completely vacant and move up and get himself into scoring position for Danny Hosley, who takes strike 1.
That's your old 5-2, check that, 6-2, 5-6. Check that, third time's a charm. 5-2, nope, fourth time's a charm. 6-2, 5-2, 6. Something like that. Josh will have it right.
I think you got it right.
There it is at the end. It was time well spent.
I just kind of wanted you to, I didn't want to necessarily put you in that uncomfortable position, but
it was a battle I needed to tackle alone.
Gave me some kind of joy, oddly.
1-2 here on Danny Hosley. Last year's leader in walk-offs, bounces it to third. Lacey has to avoid Cruz. Acrobatic play from Logan Lacey as Rosario puts up a goose egg. And the Nanners fail to score. They still lead this game 1-0, 3 innings behind us.
And again, it's that big throw home from Isaac Parra that saves Rosario in the bottom of the third inning.
Daniel Brito due up third here in the top of the fourth inning. What an unbelievable journey he has had to get here to Banana Ball. Grew up in Ciudad, Guayana, Venezuela, and he grew up in love with baseball. Excelled from a young age, was signed by the Philadelphia Phillies at just 16 years old. By the time Daniel was 23, he was the third-ranked prospect in the Phillies organization, playing at AAA Lehigh Valley, and was on the short list of guys to be a September call-up. That is until July 31st in 2021 in Rochester, New York, when Daniel collapsed while playing third base. He had a seizure and internal bleeding from a tangle of abnormal blood vessels that burst in his brain. Brito ended up going into a coma and would spend the next 59 days in intensive care at Strong Memorial Hospital. Half of his body had forgotten how to function And Daniel had to learn how to walk again before he could even dream about his return to baseball. Now, the rehab process was grueling, but made his way back to the diamond. And funny enough, in the Atlantic League for the Dirty Birds, made his return against the Bananas in a Challenger Series a year ago. Now, his next big task is teaching his body how to slide again. You take a look at the resume. What an unbelievably talented ball player Brito is. Just a tremendous human being at that. He's been a joy to have here in Banana Land on the Firefighters.
And of course, in talking about Brito, still trying to figure out how to slide once again. Banana Ball's really helping him with that, because when Brito's able to reach base, he can be pinch run for by the designated runner.
Correct. That's why his stay with the Dirty Birds up in Charleston, West Virginia only lasted 12 games played, because he simply could not figure out how to slide. He's trying to do that in Banana Land as Dakota McFadden's playing pepper with the right center field wall. D-Mac rumbling into second with a stand-up double to kick off the fourth.
Good start for the Firefighters and great opposite field power from Dakota McFadden, who's displayed that pretty well against both the Bananas and Party Animals, and first time since the first the Firefighters have gotten the lead batter on base.
Now Zach Watson will swing it. One of the greatest high school baseball players in Louisiana State history. He was fantastic for 3 years at LSU after that. As he strokes this one to Cox up short between the legs in time to nab the man that was considered the fastest baseball player in all of Louisiana when he was coming out of high school.
And I think he's also proving he's one of the fastest players in Banana Ball as well. In the times that he's been on base, we've already seen him swipe 3 bases for the Firefighters, one of which was a steal of home.
Second trick play of the ball game for Cox. He's up to 127 to lead the tour. Daniel Brito gets a front door bender. And Vincent Chapman calls time. Now we'll start dancing after he dusts off the plate just a tad. Boy, he sent that a mile high out into the infield, and he shakes his derriere.
Now I think what everyone's got to be asking is, did Daniel Brito ever witness any type of behavior like this from an umpire in minor league ball?
I would wager no, but you never know. It's a pretty bizarre and interesting cats throughout affiliated ball. I think moves like those are discouraged, though, for minor league baseball umpires.
But you're allowed to cut albums like Cowboy Joe West.
Correct. Can't stop Cowboy Joe. This one sprayed foul, chance for the folks in the second deck, ends up ricocheting back down to the first level. And a slow tapper to the right side. Olsen backhands under the leg. Boy, I can't believe he pulled off a trick play on that one. That was tight.
I mean, it's not the greatest route that Jackson Olsen took to the ball, but nonetheless, already had it on the mind that he was going to flip that one under the leg. And he collects trick play number 66 on his season. He's more than tripled his total from a year ago for the Bananas.
It is second most on the team, fourth most in Banana Ball. Behind Baber, Acuff, and of course his shortstop and best pal in Banana Land, Ryan Cox. 1-1 here on South Trimble. He was hit by a pitch his first time. Trimble out of Virginia Beach. 4 years at George Mason. Gives the fans an opportunity to make a play. They come up empty. Trimble was a Florence Flamingo in the CPL in 2022. Played 8 games against the Savannah Bananas in their final year of college summer baseball. This is where Banana Ball is so punishing if you're a pitcher. We have not seen a ball four sprint yet tonight. But if Niznik does not get this in the zone, McFadden would score easily from third. Instead, Niz gets another opportunity for the fans, and that one bobbled. At the beer in the right hand, tried to nab it, lefty came. Up empty. There's the sprint. D-Mac scores easily. Trimble's just jogging to first. Now he's going to rev it up as the Bananas have a misplay on their sprint defense. They have to get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher before the ball is live. And normally, they do it in such a time that even the very speedy Trimble would have a tricky time getting up to second base. But the misplay allows Trimble to get 2 bags and a ribeye on the sprint. And now D-Mac climbs the ladder behind home plate, firing up the folks as the Firefighters finally have pushed a run across.
That was a rare ball 4 sprint issued for Noah Nisnek. He's only allowed sprints to 4.5% of batters this season, the 4th lowest mark on the team.
This one sprayed the other way, base knock for Stephen Cullen. Alexiadis has a cannon. Val Perez, the Firefighters head coach, knows that. There it is. Holy moly. Laser beam to Leroy as Cullen dives headfirst back to third. And Firefighters on the corners now with 2 down. Cullen was bit by the strikeout bug across first 4 games in Banana Ball especially. Leads the team with 18 Ks, but around that, he is such a remarkably talented hitter. Came in hitting 293. Guy who hit the tar out of the ball at Southeastern University. Helped that squad win an NAIA World Series.
That final year, we saw Stephen Cullen in college averaging a home run every 8 at-bats.
He's pinch run for by Bridges as this one's rolled over. Cox between the legs with the glove flip to Olsen. The Glove Magician's 3rd trick play in 4 defensive innings, but the Firefighters push a run across and have a chance to earn their first point. They'll need to blank the Bananas in the bottom half.
The battle from South Trimble, what pays off for the Firefighters. 8 pitches and the Firefighters finally able to score in the top of the 4th.
Hello, YouTube.
You're just cracking me up when you do that. It really sounds like you've got something devious planned.
6'4" TPO. 1 star in Biko's book. A little bit of a, kind of like a hello lamp. Or I love lamp, rather. It's a combination.
Do you really love Lamp Brick?
I love lamp. It's a combination of I love lamp from Anchorman and Hello Pants. Not Steve Buscemi. Gary Busey.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, coming back to Hey Baby, friends. It is Hey Baby o'clock here in Buffalo, New York. 63rd game of the Banana Ball World Tour. Nanners up by a point here in the middle of the 4th inning, but the Firefighters just pushed across their first run. So they have a chance to even things up in that all-important points department. Remember, in Banana Ball, can get repetitive, but in case folks are just tuning in, it bears repeating. Every inning is a game within itself. The team with the most points at the end of the night win the game, and every run scored in the final inning counts as a point. So far in all 54 Bananas games before this, that has been the 9th inning. Speed of Banana Ball is crazy right now.
And the strategy heading into the bottom half of this inning for the Bananas is get somebody on base, try and claw across a run, keep the party animals from scoring that point. And if you wind up scoring 2 runs in the bottom half, you're up 2-0 now in the ball game.
Lacey is going to hike this thing to Rosario, drops into pass protection, gets back to third, and Cox takes the heater just a pinch up. 1-1 on the pride of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, in his 3rd World Tour. He's been unreal with the glove. That's where he makes his bacon in Banana Land, but sneaky with the bat as well, hitting .279. Always a tough man to strike out in particular. 8 ball 4 sprints this year compared to just 7 Ks.
We've also seen Coxie with 16 walk-offs on the World Tour this season. That is the 4th most. He's continuously been clutch while batting in this 10-hole for the Bananas and gives the fans a chance to flirt with a second foul ball caught. But that one ricocheting off a railing.
Coxie talking to his dugout that, boy, his heart started beating a lot faster when he fouled that off. He leads the team in foul outs to fans this year. And has to skip rope. Full count to kick off the last of the 4th. Cox in the 10-hole, top of the order looming. And it's a ball 4 sprint. Cox looks like he's going to try and get 2 bases. Firefighters have to get it to all 7 fielders before the ball is live. Tight play at second. Cox is safe. Bang, bang. South Trimble, the left fielder, was the 7th man who needed to touch the ball. That meant as soon as he got it, the ball was live. He could put a tag down. Another look. Boy, as tight as they come. Alan Gorwitz, the second base umpire, upon further review, looks like he made the right call.
I mean, 3 seconds into sprinting out of the batter's box, you've essentially got to make up in your mind whether you are going to try to get into scoring position or just stay with 1 base. Again, Cox recognizes his team is down a run in this inning. Wanted to try and get to second for DR Meadows, who is leading the tour in batting average with runners in scoring position. He is batting .528.
Is that good?
It is unbelievable.
DR is something else. Out of Vidalia, Georgia. This is his 2nd professional banana ball season. Helped the Nanners take home their 2nd straight Pettit Cup in 2022. Joined the collegiate squad halfway through the summer. Went a perfect 26 for 26 in stolen base attempts. And an on-base percentage north of 400. He's mostly playing second base, a little bit of third. He has started nearly every banana ball game of his career in center. He's showing the unbelievable athlete he is. Played a little bit of left field his freshman year of JUCO and then spent 4 years as a third baseman.
And he really nestled into that outfield spot for the Bananas because he introduced the backflip catch to this game. It is back-to-back ball 4 sprints issued from Emmanuel Rosario. And Ryan Cox is able to come around and score the inning-tying run for the Bananas as DR opts to stay at first base.
Well, that's just a gift for the Nanners, especially when you now get into such a beefy part of the lineup. Oberst, the 2-hitter. This is his 6th year as a Savannah Banana. Meadows off from first. Dan pops it up in the infield. DR's got to slam the brakes and reverse it behind the back. Logan Lacey just barely in foul territory. Unbelievable stuff for his 9th trick play.
A sweet grab from Logan Lacey, making that one look pretty nonchalant. Now we are up to 10 total trick plays in the ball game between the Bananas and the Firefighters tonight.
Oberst 0 for 2. Eric Jones Jr. steps in. Banana Ball's all-time home run leader. EJ out of Charlotte, North Carolina, originally born in Jacksonville. Tied for the tour lead right now with 8 bombs with his fellow Tar Heel State man, Reese Hampton of the Party Animals. The only reason EJ ever came down to us in 2022. That ball is destroyed. Deep out to left. You can kiss it goodbye. Laser beam 2-run shot. EJ's 9th home run of the tour. Nanners walk off the inning and lead 2 points to nothing.
Another mighty blast off the bat of Eric Jones Jr., reclaiming the tour lead in home runs. And that was number 21 in the career of Eric Jones Jr., the most of any player in banana ball history.
EJ gets to climb the ladder. Nanners win the inning 3 runs to 1. That means, as they have walked off 2 innings tonight, they lead 2 points to nothing. And Bills Mafia loves what they're seeing. EJ fired up. What a table drop from the former Twins and Mariners minor leaguer. Another look at his tour-leading 9th blast of the year. Manners up 2-0. Boy, is he fun to watch play banana ball. Oh my goodness. He deserves to be in minor league baseball right now. But boy, am I happy that those Mariners said, oh, you just hit 353. We're going to send you to banana ball. Okay, let's hear what Emily's got to say here for a little bit about the Bananas Foster family of the night.
This organization is dedicated to celebrate those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, the Bananas Foster is celebrating the Coon family. Richard grew up in foster care and is now a volunteer firefighter. He knew that he wanted to help kids in similar situations and give them a positive future. He and his wife Amanda have
Welcome back to Banana Land, where Ryan Cox, the glove magician, 3 trick plays on the night. That was his first, and what a journey he's had to get to Banana Land. Out of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, standout in baseball and basketball growing up. Started at St. Bonaventure University, transferred to Kutztown, where he was a team captain as a senior, hit .377. Thought he would be drafted, but when the call never came, took his talents to indie ball. Ryan struggled to find consistent time there, so after 3 years of pro ball, he retired and was coaching full-time, working at Dick's Sporting Goods, posting some coaching and baseball videos to TikTok. That's where Jesse Cole stumbled upon him. Wearing a Gastonia Grizzlies shirt. The college summer team Jesse ran before the Bananas, and where Cox played summer ball and won a championship in 2017. Of course, Jesse recognized Ryan, so he reached out, told him he'd be great for banana ball. Cox decided to rent a car, drove down for the 2022 tryout, made the team, and then in Columbus, Georgia, goes between the legs to start a double play for the first recognized trick play in banana ball history at the time. Coxie found his confidence, and boy, oh boy, he is the gold standard of trick plays. Compiled a tour record 144 in 2023. With his 3 tonight, he's up to 128. He is up to 128. Our graphic that we're showing you right now is already 3 trick plays behind.
And what is even more astounding, 278 career trick plays for Ryan Cox. That is 102 more than the man in second place, Dustin Baber.
Isaac Parra, the shortstop, leads off in the top of the 5th. Gets a nasty bender there from Niznik. It's the second punch out of the night for the St. Louis kid. Parra, naturally a righter. We saw him slap hitting from the left side his first time when he popped out in foul territory. Trick play by Danny Hosley. The first man to ever bring slap hitting to banana ball. The college softball player. She said, boy, that could be great. Of course, Val Perez, as Lytle sends that one back up the middle. He's 2 for 3 now on the night. A tremendous college softball player in her own right, the manager of the Firefighters, member of the United States national women's baseball team. So she was all for it. And the first swing Parra took in his banana ball career was a slap hit single. Couldn't draw it up any better. A little Baltimore chopper over the pitcher's mound.
Bananas completely unaware of that strategy from Parra, and it completely threw them off guard.
Now 2 balls and no strikes for the infallible Logan Lacey. 2 for 2 with the triple. Chops this one foul. Val tries to make a scoop on it. Tough play. And this one on a couple hops. Cox under the leg to second. Olsen under the leg to first. Double trick play, double play. What a terrific twin killing to end the inning.
And Noah Nissik's going to go in and shake the hands of both Ryan Cox and Jackson Olsen. He just threw his fastest inning of the night in 1 minute and 43 seconds.
Niz said, I want to shake your hand. You like that, YouTube?
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh, we are having fun. That is a 6-4-3 DP TPO times 2 for everybody scoring at home here on YouTube. Let's get it down to Jesse real quick. Check in on this toddler relay race.
We're skipping through, running in circles. We got to go back. He's doing it right. They got to start again. But look at Easton jumping over the hurdles. This is absolute chaos. Easton's over 2. Setting back up. Easton jumps right into 3. And it looks like Mia's running backwards. Easton's crossed to the finish line legally. Mia's backwards. This was the last time.
Back in Buffalo, New York, the Bananas leading the Firefighters 2 points to nothing. Feast your peepers on a double play, double trick play. A little close there with EJ on the first base bag. Nice stretch though. Gets the call, and Marshall Schill will take over for Rosario on the mound.
It's Marshall Schill who's become the fastest pitcher on the Firefighters, and it really hasn't been much of a contest. On opening night for the Firefighters, he threw a 1 minute and 46-second inning, the first sub-2-minute inning in Firefighters franchise history. And the last time he appeared, he threw 2 innings, and the first one registered in 1 minute and 51 seconds, the second completed in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And this guy just immediately keeps his feet placed in a position to get the ball back and be immediately set to throw very quickly to batters.
Bill Leroy really loses his balance there. Healthy hack. Now he's behind 1 and 2. Schill goofing around on the bump as this one's out to right center. Towards the track, Nolan gets rid of his glove, trampolines that with his jersey, and it's going to be grabbed by his right fielder, Zachary Watson, who adds a backflip just for good old fun.
And that is already the 13th trick play in this ball game, and that's the new trick play that Parker Nolan has brought into Banana Ball. Getting that one off of his jersey and teaming up with a teammate to record the out. That's special stuff.
Now Michael Vitamin Deeb, who pops this one the other way. Lacey on the run, sliding catch. Nice snag by the former Florida State Seminole, who gets it over to Schill, who grabs the toss in between the legs. And we'll have no time for a replay. No, we will. Boy, the control room. You guys are on fire down in Savannah, Georgia. Really nice play by Lacey. Schill was hustling back to the mound. He cares about his minutes per inning. We call it MPI here in Banana Ball. Lacey was hustling back to third, so Marshall could pitch again. And now the ball and a strike on Reese Alexiadis. Jammed on this one, shallow center, Nolan, sliding catch! Back-to-back web gems from the Firefighters. And what an electric first inning of relief for Marshall Schill.
What an incredibly fast 5th inning overall. Marshall Schill, with the help of elite defense, gets out of the frame in 1 minute and 48 seconds for the Firefighters.
A trick play and 2 sliding snags as we head to the 6th inning here in Buffalo, New York. Another look at Nolan's play to end the bottom of the 5th. Little t-shirt toss. Babe. YouTube, I hope you're doing tremendous. Take a peek at the comment section here.
We're thinking of you guys.
Oh, you betcha. I gotta send this thing live so I can catch up. Love Fed Coin. Yo, the trampoline catch is wild. Spot the line. The fans going crazy. There's some free merchandise here in Buffalo as t-shirts hurled in their general directions. We head to the 6th inning. Ryan Kellogg takes over on the bump for Noah Nisnik, who was stupendous tonight.
With strong innings, only a 1 run to the Firefighters, and to piggyback off of that. Gets in the count 1-2 and runs this one a bit too inside on Parker Nolan, who is plunked to start the 6th. And the Firefighters once again teaming up to carry him down to first base. That is the power of friendship on full display.
There's a lot of that in Banana Land. Part of the order here, due to swing it for the Firefighters. Nolan, the 3-hitter, D-Mac, the cleanup man. And this one's going to be a pass ball on Bill Leroy. Normally you see the king of Dublin, Georgia, snagging the ball up and out. Like, that's certainly not where Ryan Kellogg wanted to place it. Ryan out of Whitby, Ontario. Spent 7 years in the Chicago Cubs minor league system. Got all the way up to AAA in Des Moines, Iowa. This is his 2nd year on the Bananas. And this one is struck well the other way. Alexiadis leaping catch! Super play from Super Reese as Nolan tags and gets to 3rd.
In 5 1/3 innings into this ball game, we are seeing some of the greatest defense that we have ever seen in a single Banana Ball game. Reese Alexiadis just reaching out, getting that one on the palm of the glove and still hauling it in full extension.
That ball was tattooed. And that one back up the middle. Zachary Watson, the donut hitter, will pick up a stake as Nolan touches home. Watson, the former Orioles minor leaguer. 3rd-round draft pick at that. Is aboard with one down as Parker Nolan tries to decide which hot sauce he's going to lather on a wing. In fact, no, I thought he might start chugging that stuff. Looks like the wing was pretty loaded. And of course, here in Buffalo, New York, the birthplace of chicken wings. In homage to Hot Ones. Kellogg will check on Watson over at first. Wise decision. Zach runs like the very wind itself. Guy who stole 45 bases across 4 years in the minors, as this one off the end of the bat from Daniel Brito. And the former Phillies minor leaguer. The victim of the Jackson Olsen behind the back trick play.
Now coming to pitch, the world's tallest pitcher. Please welcome Dakota Stilts All-Britain.
That was a brief hello and goodbye to the 6'5" southpaw, the 2nd tallest man on the Bananas. Of course, Dakota Stilts All-Britain at 10 feet 9 inches tall, aided by the 5-foot Stilts, is the tallest athlete in the world.
And he is taking the mound for the 24th time on the 2024 World Tour. He has a 2-0 record and a 1.17 earned run average. The last time we saw him appear on the mound, he struck out Correll Prime, the 2014 Colorado Rockies Organizational Player of the Year, on 3 pitches.
It's no joke. I laugh, but Stilts has really worked on his craft. He has grinded. This is his 4th year as a Banana. Induces soft contact as per usual. Hosley in front of Cox has trouble getting the ball out of the glove. Cox covering 3rd. Heads up play. EJ across the diamond gets Watson trying to grab an extra base. And Stilts deserves the out. The Banana Ball gods give it to him. 1 pitch is all it takes. An infield single for South Trimble, but it will end the inning just like that.
Another base running mistake in the ball game for the Firefighters cost them the run in the top of the 6th, but Stilts continuing to get the job done on the mound for the Bananas.
YouTube, that's the old 536 put out. Boy, we've seen some fun stuff tonight.
Wacky.
Wacky is the right word.
Professor, what do you got over there?
Eric is getting it.
What is... Matt is tumbling. He's bumbling.
Oh, he's in the worm.
Wet. Your guy's still getting drilled.
Get Matt is the Eric, get crazy.
Matt is just sliding on you.
Bizarre scene here in virtual Banana Land as this fella breaks out the worm and is pelted by water balloons the whole time. A little forward roll. That's some 007 James Bond type maneuvers with that guy.
Can we get that guy to do the Chris Farley Chippendales dance next? He seems like a worthy candidate.
Got my vote for it. Marshall Schill out for his second inning of work. Jackson Olsen, first pitch, a mile high to shallow right center. And it's going to be Trey Vanderpool tries to barehand it. Ricochets to Nolan in center. That will get the job done. Out number one.
What was about to be a trick play missed from Trey Vanderpool turns into an incredible heads-up play for Parker Nolan, sticking out the glove at the last minute and retiring Jackson Olsen on that first pitch from Marshall Schill after all.
This one squibbed the other way, barehanded by Lacey across the diamond just in time. Nice stretch from D-Mac. And back-to-back beautiful plays from the Firefighters to kick off the bottom of the sixth. Schill ahead of Hosley just like that. Make it 0-2. Marshall, a guy who was throwing over the top when he got to South Mountain Community College, where Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum was an assistant coach. Forward, oh, front handspring, just in time. Logan Lacey, you're out of your mind. One of the craziest trick plays you'll ever see.
And it's the sixth fastest inning in the history of Banana Ball. 1 minute and 7 seconds. And we've got the world's fastest inning on our hands. There's not even time for a replay right now.
I do not envy the folks in the control room. It's a tough job producing this sport. Alex Ziegler, freshly inserted to play first, is not going to be able to track down this foul ball. As Zach Phillips takes over on the mound out of Texarkana, Texas. 27th round draft pick back in 2019 by the Royals. Had 4 years in their farm system. This is his second year as a Banana. He owns the fastest inning in Banana Ball history. 55 seconds in Minute Maid Park earlier this year. He was back on March 9th as the fans failed to catch the Stephen Cullen foul ball. Ziggy's got an opportunity. And he's gonna drop it. Boy, you could tell he was having some trouble there. Adventurous route he took, backpedaling. Ends up with his tuchus on the dirt. And Cullen has another life.
Again, we've just now seen Alex Ziegler inserted into this game. Takes you a minute to get your footing defensively. And for Ziggy, took him a minute to really get his footing on the diamond in general as he took that tumble.
Strike three called right around the bottom of the knees. Cullen can't believe it. Good start to Philly's outing as he sets his sights on Trey Vanderpool. Philly a 4-pitch guy. Actually, we'll call it 5. Makes the split up the 4-seam and 2-seam. It's the cutter, curveball, and changeup in there as well. That one fouled at the dish, still 2-2 on the Firefighters' second baseman.
What you're seeing right now from Zach Phillips is what makes pitchers incredibly fast in Banana Ball, and he, of course, is one of the best. It's the 3-pitch sequence for Zach Phillips, being able to fire 3 balls within 15 seconds. Even though it took a minute for him to receive the ball back from Bill Leroy, he comes up with his 2nd consecutive strikeout as Isaac Parra tries for the slap hit, steps out of the box.
3 straight attempts at the slap hit, but Bill could not contain the banana ball on what was strike 3. So Philly has 3 Ks on the inning, but Parra's going to reach on the pass ball. Another look right here. Just throws the bat at it. Distracts Leroy, and the inning continues. Lytle to Cox, under the leg, kiss of the banana ball, trick play number 5 on the ball game for the glove magician. Philly strikes out 3 and earns his shortstop a trick play as well.
Nothing that you're going to complain about if you're Zach Phillips on the pitcher's mound. And what a big night for Ryan Cox. 5 trick plays in the game and seeking to tie the banana ball single game record of 6 tonight.
Boy, that was one of the most hectic innings I've ever seen in my life. Coxie, banana ball trick play record, prime time on ESPN. It's in danger. You see Matty Wolf back out on the bone. Welcome back to Salin Field here in Buffalo, New York, where Matt Wolf, banana ball's trick pitching extraordinaire, has taken over on the bump for the Firefighters as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
44 career banana ball games for Wolfie was spent pitching for the Savannah Bananas. Now the greatest trick pitcher we've ever seen. Faces off against his old team for the 3rd time. And Matt Wolf, he's a textbook guy to be on this Firefighters team, a heck of an entertainer, and the 4th generation firefighter as well.
Out of Joy, Oklahoma. Currently a firefighter in Oklahoma City. Wolfie on his 3rd world tour. Lytle shaken up after that deflection got him pretty solid. So Vincent Chapman calls time, goes out to chat with a resident rodeo clown. Behind the back, 360, up and out. 2 balls and no strikes on Ryan Cox. Bottom of the order, trying to feed the top. 10-1-2, due to swing it for the Nanners. Bananas lead this game 2 points to 1. And Cox works the sprint on 5 pitches. All 7 Firefighters have to touch the ball before it's live. Coxie's 2nd sprint of the night. He got 2 bases on the first one. He'll be content with 1 here. As Malachi Mitchell pinch runs for him. Cartwheel pitch off camera from Wolf. 1-0 count here on DR Meadows. Remember, in banana ball, the designated runner can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. So this is Flash's 2nd time pinch running tonight. Son of Dennis Mitchell, former United States Olympian gold medalist. The other way, backflip catch! Wow, Zach Watson doesn't land the flip, but he makes the play, and it is incredible.
You could tell the way Zach Watson was sizing up that ball. There was some kind of trick that he was about to unleash, and he rips the backflip and secures the out for the Firefighters. The first backflip catch in his banana ball career.
This one chopped to short under the glove of Parra. He was thinking about turning two. Instead, that one into the outfield. Flash over to third. Oberst heads up base run and gets to second. The ball ends up all the way with McFadden at first. And that was tailor-made. Could have ended the inning. Instead, the inning-winning run 90 feet away. Malachi, a guy who runs a 6'1", 60. Doesn't get much quicker than that. Firefighters bring the infield in for Eric Jones Jr. as Wolf checks on Flash. EJ with a 2-run homer his last time up. Front door bender. This is a pinch up and in. Wolfie thinks about going under the legs. All kinds of tricks, 360. Finds himself in a 2-0 hole. Mile high, foul territory, deep left field. Boy, that took a long time to tumble out of the sky. Fans can't make the catch. The inning-winning run 90 feet away. That one misses a smidge outside. And now Wolf is one ball away from giving the Bananas the third point. Underhand toss. EJ waits, line drive, base knock. He walks off the inning. Second walk-off of the ball game, 19th of the tour for Jones Jr. Bananas are up 3 points to 1.
A heck of an offensive night for Eric Jones Jr. And Matt Wolf trying to throw a little Henry Rowan Gardner Rookie of the Year pitch. It doesn't faze EJ one bit. Able to sit back on that one. Collect another walk-off in the ball game for the boys in yellow.
Bananas with the full capacity, over 16,000 fans on hand here. Going through the wave as you get another look at the EJ walk-off. Nanners up 3-1. Welcome back to Banana Ball. Zach Watson, the 6th player in our young sports history to pull off the backflip catch. Not the cleanest we've ever seen. But he flipped, and he made the snag. That's good for a trick play. Now it's 2, 3, and 4 due to swing it for the Firefighters. They find themselves chasing 2 points. 2 innings left. This game is flying by. Lacey trying to kickstart a rally, and nearly gets a heater to the noggin after he tries to pull the John Cena shrink the strike zone trick. Instead, a tapper to Cox under the leg, over to first. Ziggy tries to go behind the back. Cannot connect on what would have been a double trick play and would have been Cox's 6th trick play out of the ball game, tying the individual record.
It hurts in 2 ways for the Bananas. Not only do Firefighters have an early runner in scoring position, of course, trying to rally for a point here in the 8th and inch closer in the ball game, but it does cost Cox his 3rd career game where he would have 6 trick plays in a single game, which is still tied for the Banana Ball record.
Ball and 2 strikes here on Parker Nolan. Zach Phillips in his 2nd inning of work. One of the fastest pitchers in Banana Ball history. EJ tries to go under the leg, grabs the ball off the dirt. Nolan showing off the speed. Is going to beat the wrap. And that's back-to-back trick plays missed from the Bananas infield, gifting the Firefighters 2 men on, nobody out.
Jones Jr. collected it well, but struggled with the transition between the legs. Then got in his head trying to rush the throw and threw it high of Alex Ziegler. So Firefighters now trying to benefit off of sloppy defensive play from the Bananas to start this 8th.
Only the second trick play missed in 23 tries on the tour for EJ. 0-2 to Dakota McFadden. Swing and a miss. Phillips blows the gas by D-Mac and has his 4th K. That one in a big spot. The Nanners have left the door ajar for the Firefighters, who are trying to kick it in. Zach Watson coming off the backflip catch trick play in the bottom of the 7th. 1 for 3, came in hitting .410. This one poked the other way. Alexiadis ranges back and will grab it. No trick play there. I think that was the correct choice. Lacey tags and gets to 3rd. 2 outs now.
Well, you're focused on keeping the Firefighters off the board and going into the final inning with an insurance point to boot. So for Reese Alexiadis, you can't chance anything there. Instead, it makes a lot more sense to just go ahead and come up with the catch the standard method.
Here's Daniel Brito. Combined 11 years of minor league baseball experience between the pitcher and hitter here. Runners on the corners, 2 down.
And where this gets tricky for Zach Phillips, Daniel Brito with just a 5.7 strikeout rate on this year's tour and chops this the other way. Eric Jones Jr. with a chance at redemption goes between the legs and throws it on to Alex Ziegler. And the Bananas escape trouble in the top of the 8th, keeping the Firefighters off the board.
Zach Phillips picks up his defense, strands a pair, and the Nanners still up by 2, heading to the bottom of the 8th. YouTube, you get to see yellow. Our dear friends on ESPN live in the commercial universe. What a ball game. Holy moly. Oh. Stream unavailable. Sick. Yep. Yep. Yep.